Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have every single LEGO Harry Potter Hagrid's Hut set that has ever been released from 2001 up until 2024. So in this video, I'll be comparing all of them together and figuring out if old is truly gold or if new is what to do. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video and compare them. So first up, we have the 2001 Hagrid's Hut, which honestly, every time I look at this thing, I regret the day I bought it because it was so expensive and for what? There's a roof here that's actually made out of this paper plasticky material. The entire execution of this set honestly was very fitting for the era that it came out in, which was 2001. As a person speaking from the future in 2024, I've seen better, and honestly, this set works for what it is, but it's just not my cup of tea. I think the thing that makes me a little bit annoyed has to be this plastic roof and how annoying it was to assemble it in the first place, and also this rubber band which is used to pull it all in together. The side builds again feature this little cart with the lamp, and a mini cage here, and Norbert of course. So here's a little demo of me closing up the set. It's almost like putting your hair in a hair tie of sorts. And yeah, there you go. This Hagrid's Hut appears to always be having a bad hair day or a bad roof day. But anyway, let's move on to the next set from 2004. Putting the monstrosity of the 2001 set aside, we now have the massive upgrade of 2004, which I think personally is my favorite Hagrid's Hut. Regardless of the most recent ones looking a lot cleaner and better, I just love the nostalgic feeling of having like the original Hagrid's Hut with the first brick built roof out of solid Lego pieces and not that flimsy plastic. I'll always hate that flimsy plastic and the elastic band. I mean, I'm so thankful that designers now are using actual plastic bricks to build their sets. Anyway, from the inside, we have a very spacious interior. And two minifigs, of course, featuring the first non-yellow Hagrid minifig. And next up, Hermione Granger here with her Time Turner printing. Again, a super rare minifigure, and I'm very happy to have her. As for the set, though, it's a lot more solid than that set right there. You can really see that a lot has happened within the 3-year time span from 2001 and 2004, and I love to see that. We have a nice spacious interior with a door that can open and close, similar to the one right here. In terms of interior detailing, we of course have the fireplace here on this side, a table, a key, a cup, and of course the roof. I guess technically it's kind of difficult to compare this set right here with the 2001 set, but you can just see that there's a major difference here with the roofing and the color scheme. I think we're gonna move on with the 2004 model, which will be compared next up with the 2010 model. So let us eliminate the 2001 set. With the 2001 set eliminated and officially out of the picture in this review, we now have a look at the 2004 set right here compared with the 2010 set. And right off the bat, there aren't that many differences. Opening these up though, we have a look at the interior of the 2010 model, which is actually very, very similar to the older 2004 model. At a first glance, just by looking at them from far away, you wouldn't be able to tell which is which. I think it's pretty similar and solid in that regard. The roof is built in a very similar way with these triangular tops here. We have the exact same tops in the 2010 model, so it's pretty obvious that the general public has reacted a lot better with this roofing style compared to the older roofing from 2001, because thankfully we don't have paper roofs anymore. Anyway, this interior right here for the 2004 set, the older set, is kind of empty and barren on this side. But if I were to just compare it here with the 2010 model, we have ourselves a little desk there, some more plates, a spider, a cauldron with a baby Norbert on the inside, some more potions and cups and stuff like that, which I think is a nice look for the set. It's pretty cool. And in general though, once again, at a first glance, it's kind of hard to see any differences between both of them. I mean, again, a more barren right side here for this set, whereas this right side just has a table, an owl, and some spiders. Not much of a difference in my opinion. We also have a light up brick, which no longer lights up simply because this set is rather old and I just never gave it a new light brick there, so it's dead. I'm sorry. And lastly, as for the 2010 model, we have ourselves a total of 4 minifigures featuring Harry, Ron, and Hermione in their 2010 outfits, which I love. It was like the awakening of Harry Potter minifigs and detailing on the faces without the weird sleepy face designs that they had before. So if I were to compare that hand in hand with the 2004 face detailing, you can obviously see that this here looks more like Hermione's grandmother compared to this here looking like an actual young Hermione Granger. Minifig wise, you can really see an upgrade here with the 2010 Hagrid compared to the older 2004 Hagrid. So just taking off the beards, it's pretty obvious that the 2010 Hagrid minifigure looks a lot more cartoony, whereas this here seems like an attempt for the LEGO designers to make it look as movie accurate as possible, which kind of backfired because at this point it looks kind of cursed. The whole purpose of this video is to compare the old and new minifigs and sets, so it's really nice to see some awesome improvements occur over the years. As for the final call, I would say that the 2004 set looks better in my opinion. I just love the detailing. Here we have some brick stickers, whereas here this is all actually printed in 2004. So that's awesome to see that they've actually decided to give us printed pieces, whereas in 2010 these are all just stickers, which I don't like. And just for that, I think that the 2004 set wins this round in my opinion. So yeah, let's move on to the next comparison. With the 2010 set losing this round, we now have a look at the 2019 model compared with the 2004 model. And as you can see here, it's different and it's obvious, but in a good way. The 2019 model is actually a very nice representation of the Hagrid's Hut featured in the Prisoner of Azkaban movie. I think it's really well executed in LEGO form, and I really am very happy that I have it in my collection. Now, just because the 2019 model features 2 buildings on the outside, don't think that it's going to be more spacious. If you turn this around, this is actually built in a dollhouse type of fashion with a modernized interior featuring the chest, the sofa, the chairs, and the table. If I were to compare the amount of area in this building compared with the 2004 model's building, I must say the 2004 model building actually has a lot more space in my opinion. Like if I were to take a minifig and have him stand in here, you know, he has room to move around and you have room to play with like the stove there. I just noticed this. This is actually a really cool Lego piece. I love it. It's like a little soup ladle. Putting this back in there though, we have ourselves a more spacious interior in my opinion. You can actually fit a lot more minifigures in here, so let's actually try that out. You can fit a lot more in here, and I can just close this up, and just like that, they're all hiding and nice and snug. Here though, it's kind of like an open concept, which I don't really like that much. Like if I were to take a minifig, if I had to try and fit him at the back there, you're gonna have to have very slender fingers to actually play around with the interior here, whereas here everything is a lot more spacious. And on the sides, stickers for the walls. We have some foliage at the front there and doors that open and close. So I'm gonna do a little 3-way comparison here because I think it's gonna be very fitting to bring along the, dare I say, perfect Hagrid's Hut, which in my opinion is honestly such an incredible building. You can really see the amount of time that was put into designing this thing and the inspiration that the designers took from these 2 sets in particular, I believe, with the roofage here, the roofage there. It has some amazing rockwork detailing on the outside with these bars, and the roofage is perfect in my opinion. It has been nailed right on the head, and you can see here that we have some inspiration actually with the sides there from the paper roofing minus the entire horrible ugliness of this roof. We have some inspiration that was pulled from this design with these rubber pieces. It's doing an awesome job in filling in the gaps. Whereas in this model right here, the gaps still show, and we don't even have that many significant gaps to hide in the first place because it's more of like a square shape. Whereas here we have these angles, so it looks more like an octagon, if anything. And we mustn't forget about the mini hut that was actually included here, which serves as a little doghouse for Fang. So that is actually adorable. Although it may not carry on with the entire accuracy aspect with both of these huts together being the same size, it's still a nice little reference. And honestly, I like it so much. I think it's so cute and tiny and nice and affordable for Hagrid. Anyway, we have the actual hut, which opens up like so. All you have to do is play a little claw machine game and remove the roof. I feel like interior wise, the design here and the execution has been perfected to the maximum. I mean, look at that. What a great use of space here. This incorporates the hinge technique in a flawless manner, in my opinion. From the inside, we have some scenes here with Norbert, Harry, we have Hagrid in, dare I say, an amazing apron printing here. I normally never compliment Hagrid minifigures because they all look one and the same, but this here is definitely the coolest Hagrid minifigure I've ever seen because first of all, it's different than all the other ones. I mean, in this little comparison, you can see that we have the Hagrid's minifigure in his usual outfit that we got again and again and again in so many sets, whereas this one here features a special apron printing, which I am such a huge fan of. So in general, the 2024 model is literally winning in every single way, including the awesome and unique minifigure selection. Let's not forget about this brand new Fang piece, which is the best thing ever. This is so cute. I love this. And it all closes up seamlessly like so, with a nice finish at the back. And lastly, putting the roof back on. That is pretty much it for Hagrid's Hut from 2024. We also have a little pumpkin patch that moves like so. And comparing that with the 2019 Hagrid's Hut, honestly, you can skip this. You can skip the 2019 hut, unless if you're a huge Prisoner of Azkaban fan and you just really want to get the movie accurate Hagrid's Hut. I would say go for this one because it's so cute. The detailing is amazing, the foliage is awesome, the color scheme is honestly on point, and I love it so much. I'm not just saying that. We can see that we have a larger pumpkin patch here in the 2019 set, whereas here we have a tiny little pumpkin patch, but honestly in this case, less is more in my opinion. Well guys, that pretty much brings a wrap to the video. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on all of these Hagrid Hut sets and if you think that the 2024 one is the best. I just love how it's pretty much a combination of all the Hagrid's Hut sets together with this brand new renovated look. So yeah, and on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.